Now, good morning. Today I'm discussing the 11th topic. E- Every class I'm telling 11th means first topic was set theory and relation, second topic was I think Bernoulli theorem, third topic permutations, combinations, then straight lines, family of lines, trigonometry, all such type of topics. So this is the 11th topic, that is 10th topic was circles. Now 11th topic is parabola. In that this is the second session. Okay, in that this is the second session. I hope you are following it. Okay, clear. In that it is the second session. And once again, I would like to tell all of you that concentrate by writing. You have to write and study mathematics. Always not read it. And also, I am not going to discuss about the fundamentals, the basics, the definition, the theories, etc. I am only solving the important problems. So, my request is all of you should be thorough in the fundamentals, what they have taught in the class for you in plus 1 and plus 2 or first PU, second PU. And also you might have attended some professional classes for entrance exams. And when the exam is near, 10 days or 15 days, go through this, master it. If you have doubt, ask me, then it will help you a lot. Certainly it will help you. Okay, now the question number 7, 6 questions are solved in first session. The locus of the midpoint of the line segment, okay, joining the focus to a moving point on the parabola. So any point on the parabola. See, the locus, this word has come again and again. The path traced by the moving point under certain geometrical condition. The locus of the midpoint of the line segment joining the focus to the moving point on the parabola, y squared equals 4x, is another parabola with the directrix x equals minus a, x equals minus a by 2, x equals 0, x equals minus a by 2. That, okay, is another parabola with the directrix this, among the four, one. Okay, now the locus of the midpoint of the line joining focus to a moving point on the parabola. So here focus. So y squared is equal to 4x means you know the formula. Focus is s a comma 0. Moving point means a point on the parabola. So that is taken in the parametric form here. P 80 squared comma 28. It is taken in the parametric form. The parametric form of a parabola y squared equals 4x is x equals 80 squared, y equals 280. How to make out that this is the correct parametric form? Substitute the y value on the left hand side. Substitute the x value on the right hand side. Left hand side will be equal to right hand side. Okay, that was the basics. Okay, now let P 80 squared comma 280 be the moving point and S a comma 0 be the focus. Let P 80 squared comma 280 be the moving point and S a comma 0 be the focus. Okay, if x comma y is the midpoint of SP, if x comma y is the midpoint of S of x is the midpoint, then x equals a plus 80 squared by 2, y equals 0 plus 280 by 2. Okay, this you got because it's given to be midpoint formula. 2 points x1 y1 x2 y2, the midpoint is given by, all these are basics, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay, from here starts your simplification. We can split the numerator, that is 80 squared by 2 plus a by 2. I can write it as x minus a by 2 equals half 80 squared. Here 2 and 2 get cancelled, so y equals 80. So totally I'll get x minus a by 2 equals half a into t squared. From here t is y by a, so y by a squared. And again simplification is being done here, that's all, bringing 2 this side and 1a this side, like that. So we get y squared is equal to 2a into x minus a by 2. We get y squared is equal to 2a into x minus a by 2. Okay, now the next method is that is we are finding out how to find the directrix of this parabola so that we get the correct answer. So many methods are there. I have used one method here which is possibly correct for you, but also you can use the method. See, y squared is y minus k whole squared is equal to 4a into x minus h. Y squared is equal to 4x. Directrix is x equals minus a. Okay, so here it will be x is equal to minus a plus h. X equals minus a plus h. So comparing with the standard form, a will be not this a, the a from the standard form, y squared is equal to 4 into x minus h. So a will be equal to 4a equals 2a. So capital A will be equal to a by 2. So capital will be equal to a by 2. Okay, so what happens here? Equation of the directrix will be x equals minus a plus h, because here h and k, so x is equal to minus a plus h, so x is equal to minus a by 2 minus a by 2, x is equal to minus a by 2 plus h, and here h value, what is the h value here? You see here h value is a by 2. So what we get, x is equal to minus a by 2 minus a by 2. So what we get here, x is equal to minus a by 2 minus a by 2 plus h plus a by 2, because h is a by 2, a is minus a by 2, h is a by 2, so it is equal to 0. That is one method. Directly you can do whichever method they have taught you in the class. That is, there is no difference. Whichever method they have taught you in the class, you have to go by that method. Okay. So here you can make out that x is equal to another method. One method I told you, there are many methods. Okay, you just go through it. Okay, now you can see here one method I'm explaining here. That is a problem in the online that I was adjusting. There is some problem in the internet, I'm trying to adjust it. Okay, please excuse me. So now another method is, one method I already told you, another method is shifting the origin to the point a by 2 comma 0. See, shifting the origin to the point a by 2 comma 0 by taking x minus a by 2 as uh, by taking a by 2 as what you have taken here. See, this I take as x, this I take as capital X, and this I take as capital Y. So I get y squared equals 2ax. Okay, y squared is equal to 2ax. Clear? So y squared is equal to 2ax means, comparing with the parabola y squared is equal to 4ax, what you get? Y squared is equal to 4ax. So very clearly I get the directrix as x is equal to minus a, and a is a by 2, a is a by 2. So now I put the x value, x is x minus this small letter x minus a by 2, so it is x is 0. So whatever you do, you get the same answer. Whatever you do, you get the same answer, that is x is equal to 0. Is it clear? So now you can see here there is some issues in the internet today. I am just excuse me. Whenever possible, I will just try to correct it. Is it clear? So now I hope you followed this. Once again, I'll explain a bit faster. The locus of the midpoint of the line segment joining the focus to a moving point on the parabola y squared is equal to 4ax is another parabola with directrix x equals minus a, x equals minus a by 2, x equals 0, x equals minus a by 2. Okay, what you get? Let p 80 squared comma 280 be the moving point and s a comma 0 be the focus. So moving point and s a comma 0 be the focus. So the midpoint is x1 plus x2, but x comma y be the midpoint of sp we have taken here. So what happens here? We take it as x is equal to midpoint 80 squared plus a by 2 and y equals 280 plus 0 by 2. So simplification and all that, we get x minus a by 2 is equal to half a, t is y by a, substitute and all that, we get a parabola like this. Then the question comes how to find the directrix from this. There are many methods. One such method I have used here, one method I already told which I use very easy. Whatever method teachers have taught, you use the same method. So shifting the origin to the point a by 2 comma 0, shifting the origin to the h comma k, shifting the origin to the vertex, that is a by 2 comma 0. The y squared is equal to 4x is the origin 0 comma 0. Shifting the origin to a by h comma k, a by 2 comma 0, we have x minus a by 2 as capital X, capital Y equals Y. So the equation will be capital Y squared is equal to 2a into capital X, which is a parabola, general form. So the directrix of this is x is equal to minus a. X is equal to minus a. But here a is 4a is 2a. So capital. So a is a by 2. So x is x minus a by 2 equals minus a by 2. So x equals 0. So that is the option number C. Now we are going to the question number 8. The normal at the point b t1 squared comma 2b t1. The normal at the point, see, the normal at the point b t1 squared comma 2b t1 on a parabola. The normal at the point b t1 squared comma 2b t1 on a parabola meets the parabola. Okay, the normal, you know, the suppose this is a parabola, this is a tangent, tangent is touching the curve, normal will be perpendicular. The normal at the point bt t1 squared comma 2bt1 on a parabola meets the parabola again at the point. So it meets at 2 points, meets the parabola again in the point bt2 squared comma 2bt2, meets the parabola again in the point bt2 squared comma 2bt2, bt2 squared comma 2bt2. Then t2 equals minus t1 plus 2 by t1, t2 equals t1 minus 2 by t1, t2 equals t1 plus 2 by t1, and t2 equals minus t1 minus 2 by t1. Okay. So the equation of the normal, at bt1 squared comma 2bt1 is, see, this is a formula. You should know the formula. I told you should know the fundamentals. That is y equals uh, here you can see t1 y equals t1x minus t1x plus 2b t1 plus b t1 cube. Little the writing is little, I told you, online problems. Y equals minus t1x plus 2b t1 plus b t1 cube, minus t1x plus 2b t1 plus b t1 cube, like that. Okay. Now this will be, I bought this t1x this side. So y plus t1x equals 2b t1 plus b t1 cubed. Okay. Now this is the equation of the normal. This again passes through bt2 squared comma 2bt2. So wherever y I will put 2bt2 and wherever x I will put bt2 squared. So 2bt2 plus t1 into bt2 squared equals 2bt1 plus bt1 cubed, like this, which implies 2bt2 plus bt1 into t1 squared equals 2bt1 plus bt1 cubed. So here we get 2b common, t2 minus t1 equals, again take to the other side, a very easy simplification, b t1 into t1 squared minus t2 squared. Again here b is cancelled, dividing by b both sides. I get 2 into t2 minus t1 equals minus, I took minus outside, so it will be t2, because I want t2 minus t1, I get t2 squared minus t1 squared when I take minus outside. So t1 into a plus b into a minus b, t1 plus t2 or t2 plus t1 into t2 minus t1, same. t2 minus t1 get cancelled, so t equals minus t1 into t1 plus t2. So minus 2 by t1 equals t1 plus t2, which implies t2 equals minus t1 minus 2 by t1. That is nothing but option D. I hope you have calculated. It is a direct question, but simple calculation, and you should know the equation of the normal. Okay, you should know the equation of the normal here. That's all. Okay, now we can go to see the other type of the problems here. See here, the normal at the point bt1 squared comma 2bt, once again I am repeating this, the normal at the point bt1 squared comma 2bt1 on a parabola meets the parabola again in the point bt2 squared comma 2bt2. Then option A, t2 equals minus t1 plus 2 by t1, t2 equals t1 minus 2 by t1, t2 equals t1 plus 2 by t1, t2 equals minus t1 minus 2 by t1. Okay. The equation of the normal, see, this is the formula. The equation of the normal at bt1 squared comma 2bt1 is, the equation of the normal at bt1 squared comma 2bt1 is y equals minus t1x. Note it down. All the formulas better you note. Y equals minus t1x plus 2bt1 plus bt1 cubed. It's not clear, I am reading out again. Y equals minus t1x plus 2bt1 plus bt1 cubed. Now I am arranging it and simplifying. I bring this side, y plus t1x equals 2bt1 plus bt1 cubed. Okay. Now this normal, it passes through the point bt2 squared comma 2bt2. This normal passes through the point bt2 squared comma 2bt2. So wherever y I'll put 2bt2, wherever x I'll put bt2 squared. So 2bt2 plus t1 into bt2 squared equals 2bt1 plus bt1 cubed. So multiply it, we get like this. Then I bring this 2b-t2 and 2b-t1 to one side. I get 2b into t2 minus 2. Whatever your wish, take that side or this side. Remaining I bring this side and I take b-t1 common. I'll get t1 squared minus t2 squared. Here I have t2 minus t1. Here also it's better if I have t2 squared minus t1 squared. Whatever. It's your simplification. Answer is same. So I remove minus outside. If I remove minus outside, it will be t2 squared minus t1 squared. Then I use a squared minus b squared formula, a minus b into a plus b, or a plus b into a minus b. So t2 plus t1 into t2 minus t1, same. t2 minus t1, t2 minus t1 get cancelled. So I get 2 equals minus t1 into t1 plus t2. So minus 2 by t1 equals t1 plus t2. So t2 equals minus t1 minus 2 by t1. That is option D. Okay. Now question 9. The focal chord of y squared equals 16x is tangent to, the focal chord of y squared equals 16x is tangent to x minus 6 whole squared plus y squared equals 2. Then the possible values of the slope of this chord, then the possible values of the slope of this chord are a 1 comma minus 1, b minus half comma 2, c minus 2 comma half, d half comma 1. Question number, this is 9, but third question I think for today. The focal chord of y squared equals 16x. What is the focal chord? The chord passing through the focus. The chord of the parabola which is passing through the focus. That is called focal chord. The focal chord of y squared equals 16x is tangent to x minus 6 whole squared plus y squared equals 2. Then the possible values of the slope, see, then the possible values of the slope of this chord are, then the possible values of the slope of this chord are 1 comma minus 1, minus half comma 2, minus 2 comma half, half comma 1. Okay. Focal chord. So focal chord means I have written the equation in the form, let m be the slope. If I take m as the slope, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. x1 y1 means it passes through the focus, and y squared is equal to 16x. Focus is a comma 0, a is 4 here. This is all basic things. So focus x1 y1 is 4 comma 0. So y minus y1, y1 is 0, y minus y1 is equal to slope m into x minus x1. Slope m into x minus x1 I get. Okay. So what we get here? X minus x1. Y minus y1 is equal to y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus 0, that is slope I have taken m, x minus x1. So what we get here? Now what we get here? Tell me. So we get here, this is the focal chord. M is the slope, y1 is 0, x1 is 4. Okay. This touches the circle at, this touches the circle at, this touches the circle at what? X minus 6 squared plus y squared is equal to 2. This touches the circle at x minus 6 squared plus y squared is equal to 2. Okay. X minus 6 squared plus y squared is equal to 2. So what happens here? Uh, this chord touches the circle means the condition of tangent. The condition of tangent. That is the length of the perpendicular from the center. Length of the perpendicular from the center to the line y is equal to m into x minus 4 is should be equal to the radius. Okay, should be equal to the radius. Should be equal to the radius. So what happens here? Should be equal to the radius means here the length of the perpendicular from the point x1 y1 to the line ax plus by plus c is magnitude of ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by square root of a squared plus b squared. So using that, here the point is center is 6 comma 0. So x is 6. So 6m minus 0. We bring y to one side. Mx minus y minus 4 equal that way. So 6m minus 4m divided by square root of a squared plus b squared. A is the coefficient of x and b is the coefficient of y. Okay, so what happens? So what happens now? If it is equal, so we get here equal to root 2. Why root 2? Because radius form x minus h whole squared plus y minus whole squared is equal to r squared. So root 2 squared, that is root 2. So then simplifying this, what happens? 6m minus 4m is 2m. So when I remove this absolute, I get plus or minus. So I square both sides. So 4m squared equals 4m squared by 1 plus m squared will be equal to 2. 4m squared by 1 plus m squared will be equal to 2. 4m squared by 1 plus m squared will be equal to 2. So what happens here? 4m squared equals 2 plus 2m squared. Okay. So m squared equals 1. M squared equals 1. So what happens? That is if possible if m is equal to plus or minus 1. If m is equal to plus or minus 1. So m is equal to plus or minus 1. Because here 4m squared minus 2m squared is 2m squared. 2m squared is 2. So m squared equals 1. So m equals plus or minus 1. So that is the option number. Which option it is? That is option number, 1 minute. Option number A. Option A. Option A. Once again, so I'll just explain it a bit faster now. Time problem. The focal chord of y squared equals 16x is tangent. The focal chord of y squared equals 16x. So what we say? Y squared equals 16x is tangent to x minus 6 plus y squared equals 2. Then the possible value of the slopes are, okay, focal chord is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. The point is the point is that you can see here it passes through the focus, that is x1 y1, x1 y1, okay, x1 y1. So substituted that, we got this. It's a tangent to this. We use the condition of tangent. Length of the perpendicular from the center 6, 0 to the line mx minus y minus 4 equals 0 should be equal to radius, that is square root of g squared plus f squared minus c. Then squaring both sides, very simple, we get 4m squared equals 2 plus 2m squared. Then simplifying, we get m squared equals 1. So m equals plus or minus 1. I hope this is clear to you. So we go to the next question now, that is question number 10. If a not equal to 0, okay, if a not equal to 0 and the line 2bx plus 3cy plus 4d equals 0 passes through the points, okay, passes through the points, it passes through the points of intersection of the parabolas y squared equals 4x and x squared is equal to 4ay, then which condition is satisfied? If a not equal to 0 and the line 2bx plus 3cy plus 4d equals 0 passes through the points of intersection, of the two parabolas, then what happens there? Y squared equals 4x and y squared equals 4x and x squared is equal to 4ay. Then these four conditions, which is the correct one? So d squared plus 2b plus 3c whole squared equals 0. Second option, d squared plus 3b plus 2c whole squared is equal to 0. D squared plus 2b minus 3c whole squared. D squared plus 3b minus 2 squared d squared plus 3b minus 2c whole squared. Okay. Now we take these two parabolas first. The given two parabolas, y squared equals 4x and x squared is equal to 4y, and we solve them. That's all. We solve them. Actually we solve them. Okay, when we solve them, what we get? Y squared equals what we get when we solve them? See, y will be equal to x squared by 4a from here. Substitute it here. In y squared is equal to 4x. You substitute there. What we get then? We get there as x power 4 by 16a squared is equal to 4x, that is x equals 0 or x equals 4a by simplifying. So now we take when x equals 0, y equals 0, because here, see, anything you put here, when x equals 0, y equals 0, when x is 4a, y is 4a, wherever, any one you can substitute. This is a point, the point of intersection of two parabolas. Getting out the point of intersection of two parabolas, that is solving to get the point of intersection of the two parabolas. Okay, the point of intersection of the two parabolas 0, 0 and 4, a. Now 2bx plus 3cy plus 4ad passes through. We don't take 0, 0, because if we take 0, 0, we get 4d, and 4d answer is not given. So we take 4a, 4a. So substitute 2b into 4a, because any line passes through means the point is on the line, it satisfies the equation. When you substitute the x and the y value, left hand side should be equal for the right hand side. So left hand side should be equal to right hand side. So 2ab, we get 3ca plus d equals 0. So we get d equals, remove minus a common and squaring both sides. So but we see here none of the choices hold good. This is a particular problem where none of the choices hold good. Might be some mistake in the 4 answers. Okay, we get this. And if you students, if you can get the same answer, you can try. I have solved it and tried also, I got the same answer. So we go to now question number 11. Okay, the angle between the tangents drawn from the point 1 comma 4 to the parabola 1 comma 4 to the parabola. One minute. Angle between tangents drawn from the point 1 comma 4 to the parabola y squared is equal to 4x is a pi by 6, b pi by 4, then c pi by 3, d pi by 2. Okay, angle between the tangents drawn from the point 1 comma 4 to the parabola. Okay, you know the tangent y is equal to mx plus c for y squared is equal to 4x, then the condition is c is a by m. Here a, when we calculate 4a is 4, a is 1. Okay, y is equal to mx plus 1 by m. Okay, it passes through 1 comma 4. See, drawn passes through 1 comma 4. So y is 4, x is 1. Simplify it, we get a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation solving is there in all the topics. You should be thorough in that. Okay, so we get like this, and we use formula method. A squared minus if the quadratic equation is a squared plus bx plus c, I am repeatedly telling x equals minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Here a is 1, b is minus 4, and c is plus 1. So using that minus b 4 plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4, so you get 2 plus or minus root 3. So two slopes, one is 2 plus root 3, another is 2 minus root 3. So what happens now? Tan theta equals m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. This is m1, 1 plus is m1, minus is m2. So simplifying, ordinary simplification, we get magnitude of root 3, that is root 3. If tan theta is root 3, theta is 60 degree. So theta equals 60 degree means theta equals pi by 3. So I hope you have followed it. So we go to the next question now, that is the last for today. Let P be the point 1. If doubt, please ask me. Okay, if there is doubt, please ask me. Please ask me. I am welcome your doubts. One minute. So let P be the point 1 comma 0 and Q a point on the locus of locus y squared is equal to 8x. The locus of the midpoint of PQ is y squared plus 4x plus 2 equals 0, y squared minus 4x plus 2 equals 0, x squared minus 4y plus 2 equals 0, x squared plus 4y plus 2 equals 0. Okay, let R h comma k be the midpoint of PQ. Okay, we calculate here. See, h comma k is the midpoint. Q I take as c comma d. Since h is the mid, h is 1 plus c by 2. I take another point c comma d. I have to find out this c1 comma d. So h is 1 plus c by 2. K is 0 plus d by 2. From that I find c is 2h minus 1, d is 2k. I given the explanation here. It is the fundamental. You have to know it. But I have given the explanation for you to understand. So Q is the other point. If R h comma k is the midpoint of P, and if P and Q, we calculate Q in this method. You have studied that in your first PUC. So Q is 2h minus 1 comma 2k. But it is given this Q is a point on the locus of y squared is equal to 8x. So it lies on y squared equals 8x. So y is 2k, x is 2h minus 1. Simplify that. 4k squared is equal to 8 into 2h minus 1. K squared equals 2 into 2h minus 1. So the figure will be like this. Hence locus of R h comma k is wherever x put h, wherever k put y. Okay. So we get y squared minus 4x plus 2. Y squared minus 4x plus 2 is the y squared minus 4x plus 2. Okay, is the required locus. So once again, I hope you read the problem. Let RH comma K be the midpoint of PQ. Q I take as C comma D and find H comma K, the center. So I get Q as, I find C comma D. H comma K is the center if I take. I find out this C comma D. I get like this. So Q is this point. Q lies on y squared is equal to 8x. So it satisfies the equation. Y value substitute and x value substitute. We get the equation like this. So the locus is replace H by x and K by y. So y squared equals 4x minus 2, y squared minus 4x plus 2 equals 0. That is the second option. So today, due to some problems in the internet, I was switching over here and there. I am very sorry for that. But any doubt, please ask me. I have explained, go through my notes, what the slides I have given, go through it. It will help you a lot. It will help you a lot. Okay. Any doubt, please ask me. Okay. The time is up. We'll continue some more problems in the next session. So all the best. All the best. Thank you. Wish you all the best. Thank you. I wind up the session here. Okay.